Okay, hi guys, welcome back. So let's get started. I'm starting on freshly stretched, blown out hair, and I already have my hair parted right here on the side because oh my god, it's braids on the side. Then I'm gonna take a detangling brush and just comb through my hair gently just to make sure that I don't have any tangles before starting to braid because braiding while tangles can be very, very difficult. So that's what we're gonna do. And you just want to make sure that everything is nicely straightened before even starting your braids because you don't want it to be very difficult because as natural hair is thick and it's thick and it's thick and it's thick. Guys, you got 3B, 3C. So then you're going to take some coconut oil to moisturize your hair. You want to make sure your hair is nicely moisturized just for anything, especially in the summertime. That's a quick tip to keep your hair moisturized because your hair gets dried out from the sun and it just don't look good. It don't look good if you have dry, brittle hair. That's one thing mom always told me. If you have dry, brittle hair, you're gonna look like a nappy head. So gonna look like a nappy head. So that's what we're gonna do. Make sure our hair is nicely moisturized, and I just spread it throughout my hair. Make sure it's on my scalp, it's on my ends, and it's on my edges. Then you're gonna take your rat tail comb and start your braiding process. You don't have to use a rat tail. I just use a rat tail because it gets your line really, really straight, and that's the look we're going for. And we're just going to start braiding the hair. You can braid the hair whichever way you want to, and I just sped up the video because everyone braids different. You want to make sure you're braiding close to the edge for the braid can be tight for it can hold for a long period of time. I wanted this style to last at least for 2 days. With me laying on it, with a nice satin scarf, I just want it to be laid really, really, really nice. And that's what I'm going to do. So I just braid all the way to the back. You want to separate, of course, how far your right side from your left side goes. And I'm just braiding all the way till I get a little baby plait in the back of my head. And then you're going to start to do the same thing right on the other side. You're going to braid all the way to the back of your head until you get a little baby plait. And note, I know my contour is pretty harsh looking, but I forgot to blend, and the light that I was using was really, really, really bright. So I'm sorry. That means sometimes you just be trying to beat your face and you don't blend it well. But anyway, then you're just gonna connect the two in the back. I didn't show, that's the one thing I forgot. You're just gonna take some bobby pins to connect it and to make sure that they're nicely tight and how you want them in the back. I use about 3 bobby pins, one for the right braid, one for the left braid, and one in the middle, just to make sure it was nicely secured before. But let's not forget about those edges. This is my favorite edge control ever, especially for 4C hair. Either my hair is stretched or in its natural state, it's always control my edges and it doesn't leave any type of residue, and it's very easy to wash out. That's the most edge control I like to look for, the ones that are easy to wash out, because some it's hard to wash out. And I also use some of my Eco Styler gel. This is my go-to product. And I forgot to mention about my brush. Sorry, my black girl brush. And you're just gonna brush your edges. I didn't like how my edges was looking, so I decided to untake the braids out and restart them. And that's what I did here. The second step that I did should have been my first step, but practice makes perfect. So I'm just gonna redo what I just did and make sure that my edges are nicely straightened and then begin to braid. And I also found that it was much easier to braid closer to the scalp like I wanted because my edges were laid. Okay, so you're just gonna do the same thing like you did before. Braid closely to your end, and it's very much easier to grip now because my edges are nicely and easy to grip. So you're just gonna continue this process. And as you can see, my edges even came out much better with me making them a little bit more laid than just starting to braid. And my braid actually came out pretty good. And you're just going to do the same thing on the next side. Untwist if you so choose. Some people edges are gracefully, but mine are not. So we're just going to make sure that it looks nice and presentable for whatever occasion you're going. I was particularly going to work, so yes. And once you get your second braid, you're just going to do the same thing, connect it in the back with your bobby pins to make sure it's nicely and secured. And I think that's it. But side scarf, make sure the edges are laid. You can do it while you're getting dressed, before you're ready to go. So we are back. Here I am. And I'm just going to take my baby brush to make my baby bangs a little bit more packed out with my Eco Scholar gel because I just love baby bangs. I don't know why, I just love them. And we're just going to make sure that they're nice. You don't have to do this, but I choose to because I think baby bangs make the look even with natural hair. So I'm just going to add this little headband to give it more of the goddess braid look, which I was going for. And it was too big in the back, so I just bobby pinned it in the back to make it stay. So that's what I'm doing here. And again, you do not have to do this. It's just something that I wanted to do for myself to give me more of that look. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in my video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment. Love ya.